Everyone? It's your boy Tone 202. You guys know how I feel about the NFL, the NBA, and MLB, and all those other major sports. They're all fixed. But it's time for some NFL is fixed. And I'll be doing these all through the season. Somebody had already said, look, I don't believe that the NFL has fixed the games. And I'm just like, well, that's cool because everybody has their own opinion. All right, but this is something else because Aaron Rodgers is getting $134 million over the next 4 years. Divide that up. I don't know what it comes to. One of your math wizards can figure that out. But anyway, he's getting 33.5 million. That might be what it is. So it's 34 to 70. It's gonna put you at 100 and yeah. So yeah, it looks like that's what it is. It's 33.5 million in new money plus incentives per year. He gets over 100 million in guarantees. All right, so this is in 4 years. It's a huge contract. The last huge contract that came out like this was Joe Flacco. And this was right after he had won the Super Bowl and Ray Lewis retired, thank God, for the Ravens. So, and after that, the Ravens have been always contenders, always playoffs, going to the playoffs, so you can't really argue with that. They paid Joe Flacco good money, and he's been in there. So Aaron Rodgers just hasn't had a losing season. I mean, he's just, like you said, arguably the best player that there is out there. Although, a lot of people are going to say, nah, it's going to be Tom Brady. I'll tell you what, Tom Brady is going to be leaving soon. I give him another 2 years, if that, and another. As soon as he gets his next Super Bowl, some people are saying he needs to get two more. Um, I'm thinking he's at least going to get one more, maybe this year. Hopefully not, but nonetheless, go Pittsburgh. But yeah, so here's what I think about all this money being thrown around. Do I think these guys are worth all this money? To me, no. I don't even watch football. But as far as the eyeballs that they bring to the game, that's where they're getting their money from. Like I said, a lot of this is ad revenue. They're bringing a lot of people to watch these commercials, and then of course whatever they're selling goes up. So that's how they're worth all this money, because most of the time you're just like, why are you worth $33 million, minus your tax? And it's like, it's crazy, like half of that's gone anyway. You can forget half of that, so you lose 70 million in taxes. But nonetheless, I don't know if it's that big, but you lose a lot in taxes, 50% gone or 40%. And then your other things that are going on. So I think his incentives, even though I haven't looked at the contract, are going to be, how many points he puts out there, how many times he actually crosses the goal line, and, of course, his passing rating and all that other stuff. So it's just incentivizing him to be a better player than what he already is. Of course, he had that shoulder injury that he got from that linebacker from the Vikings last year, where, that's going to definitely make a difference because that put him out for a little while. By the time he got back, it was just no way that they were going to win the Super Bowl. They just didn't have enough head of steam going on. But nonetheless, the Packers are still good, especially if they have him there. Now, another reason why this contract, I'm probably going to get cut off soon, was made like this is because one, Odell Beckham just got a $94 million contract, and two, so they're trying to keep their good players because a lot of this jumping goes on. So they're trying to pin these players down. That's really what they're trying. It's an odd way of trying to make everybody a franchise player. It's like, I'm going to get you to be honest if I pay you. No, because they know their worth. Odell Beckham, the receivers and the quarterbacks, their worth's just so much right now because the really really great ones, they're just hard to find. You know, um, they're not doing the whole Des Bryant thing either, where Des just wouldn't come out of the locker room and decided he didn't want to play after he was making all that money. It's just like, So they pretty much traded Dez from the Cowboys. Just like, no, they're getting out there, they're putting up these numbers. So don't do like Le'Veon Bell did and show up 5 minutes before the ball. Like that just looks bad. Like get out there and play. And Odell Beckham is a problem off the field most of the time. I mean, he has his antics on the field, but he has a lot of passion. But he's young and he's good. I mean, he's just good. So they gave him that 94 million. And of course, you got Garoppolo. I'm going to do a whole video on him. Garoppolo, now he was going to play for the Packers, and that would have just been, it would have just been the dynasty to just kept going because Garoppolo's good. But now he plays for San Francisco. It's just like, oh boy, and I'm glad that that happened. So I'll do a video on Garoppolo and the Brady thing. But I'm glad that Garoppolo doesn't play for the Pats because you would be seeing more Pats going to the Super Bowl back to back to back. I mean, it would just be ridiculous if they kept him, but they couldn't. They were just like, you either get rid of Tom Brady or you get rid of Garoppolo. And coach was like, yo, get rid of Brady. And Brady was just like, wait, what? I've been taking cuts of like 15 million a year and you want to get rid of me? Like, what? He's like, well, Belichick was like, yeah, well, I don't care. I just care about winning. But the GM was just like, nah, we're going to keep Brady because I think he can give us, one or two more. So that whole argument happened. So there are some dynamics of what's going on in the league and why they're getting all these huge contracts. It's simply because these guys bring in the ads. That's really what's going on. And Brady got screwed. Brady, he really did get screwed. So it would not surprise me if Brady comes out of nowhere and is like, I want for the next 2 years, I want like 70, 80 mil. And they either get rid of him or I don't think he'll do that. I think he'll ask for a lot more because he was getting like 10, 12, I don't know, it was a low, but he was like, so we can keep good players and we can keep going to Super Bowl. He's like, screw that now, I don't care. So he's gonna ask for a good deal. I don't think he wants to leave uh the Patriots, but we're gonna see how that all plays out. But big ups to Aaron Rodgers. Definitely worth it. Not somebody who goes and complains. He's not a problem on the field. He's not a problem after the field. He's a discount double check. And that's really what it is. He's a friendly face. He's a family guy. He goes out there. He's great at his job. And he's great off the job. It's just this is a person that you want having around. So just to let you guys know, the NFL is not paying these guys all this money on their own. That is coming from contracts that they have with all these people doing these ads and so on and so forth. And even when they're gone, they're looking at the money that they're still going to make. The NFL, they're still going to make all these companies and ads and all this Target and Walmart, whatever. They're like, you need to pay me on what I'm still going to make you. That's really what's going on. It's your boy Tone 202.